Hi, Casey here. This is, I've decided to go live just because I wanted to get this little quick message out. It's nothing dramatic, but I wanted to put out there that none of us are immune from having moments where we would really like to dive into a plate of food for no good reason. I got really irritated today about something that has nothing to do with, I mean, everything's great in my personal life. My husband and I are great. There's nothing about this, my Go Keto with Casey venture that's got me upset. I'm really happy about that. It has something to do with really something from my soon-to-be former career. And it hit me sideways, and I got really angry about it. It just, part of it was me being angry at myself. That kind of happens about something. The details are not really important, but what I think is good to keep in mind that we're all going to run into challenges and questions and stressors and emotions, and the way to deal with them is not food. Can I tell you that all I wanted to do was eat? I wasn't even hungry, not even close. As a matter of fact, I didn't have any appetite. But I got so mad, and the first thing I wanted to do was face plant into a big plate of something or other. I didn't. I had lunch. Ended up having a decent lunch, but it was a perfectly allowable lunch of some sauteed pork with a little tiny bit of zucchini, and scrambled some eggs and threw those in, and so that was pretty much my meal of the day. But it was a good reminder, and for those of you who don't know, dogs need to be let in. I've been at this for a long time. Oop, sun in my eyes. Come on, doggies. For a pretty good long time. And I feel like, in general, I have things fairly under control. But a lesson to us all, we're none of us always in control. Control, to quote that, deep thinking movie, Days of Thunder, control is an illusion. So anyway, that's a joke. I mean, not that phrase is a joke. It's not a deep thinking movie. Anyway, if you are seeing this is one reason I decided to do it, because you never know who might be needing a message. If you're having a rough day, if you've had a row with a loved one or a coworker, if a bill came due that you were not expecting, if something just hit you sideways the way it did me today, remember to quote one of my YouTube followers, Life Refining, food is my fuel, not my friend. So if you're having a rough day, hey, from Pennsylvania, thank you very much for popping in. Don't turn to food for something that is not going to be solved by food, as another person said. She's a woman that could identify with what I was going through. She was just trying to call. If another great phrase that someone shared with me is if hunger's not your problem, food is not your answer. I hope you can see me. It looks like it's trying to disconnect. Thank you very much, Carrie. I try to be motivating. Anyway, I'm much better now. I got over myself, frankly, and I didn't fall into food for it. It's been a really long time since I felt like using food to smooth out my disposition. A really long time. Maybe 2 years. But it happened today. If I can resist it, you can resist it. So anyway, like I said, this is a shorty. If you're having a tough day, some people have tough days every day. I am lucky. I don't. I have a pretty good life. But if you're having a tough day, again, Don't turn to food for it. Food will not fix anything. For many of us, food has been just piling on. When you go turn to food, it's like you're piling on. Hi, Casey. I always say, eat for fuel, not for fun. Yes, and not out of anger. I was really angry. I don't get angry that much anymore. I used to get angry. I have a pretty short temper, short fuse. My kids can attest to that. Yeah, not eating your emotions. I think we can all talk to that. Even people without weight issues can talk to eating your emotions. Some people drink their emotions, which, you know, you have to deal with your emotions is, I guess, what the answer is. And I had to deal with mine. I had to take some ownership for it. I had to accept the fact that the situation, which is a very unique, specific situation, it's nothing dramatic, really. It was just unique to me. It's just the way it is, you know? Crap happens. You get disappointed. And as they say, the sun don't shine on the same dog's ass every day. And it wasn't shining on mine today. Anyway, I'm not going to keep this much longer. Thank you for allowing me to pop in and vent. As I said, my friend Teresa, who was just trying to call me, I had called her and vented. And my poor sweet husband came home for lunch. And all he did was say, hey, how's your day been? I said, you want to know how my day's been? Let me tell you how my day's been. And I went, how's your been? How's yours been, honey? He said, better than yours. Do you want to talk about it? So, and then he said, serenity now, serenity now. So we got to, you know, calm down. Anyway, the things we do to the people who are kind to us, you know. I couldn't kick my dog, so I kicked my husband. He'll take it. By the way, Piper, for those of you who know, we're keeping hopeful, watchful on Piper. She's had a couple of medical issues coming up, so we're going to keep an eye on her. But it doesn't look good. Thank you guys for watching. Just as a reminder, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do a YouTube Live on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. I'll keep that up as long as my schedule allows. My schedule is happily getting busier and busier. So thanks a lot. Before I sign off, this is the middle of the afternoon here, so I know people are working and doing other things other than listening to Casey rant about her crappy day. It was not a crappy day. Something just made me mad. Does anyone have a question? You lost 6 pounds in the first 2 weeks. Doesn't seem like enough, really. If someone had told you 2 weeks ago that you were going to lose 6 pounds, would you have said, no, not enough, forget about it, I don't want to lose any? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. 6 pounds, 2 weeks. That's better than the optimal. I mean, your optimal is like a pound and a half a week. So, thumbs up for that. We get impatient. I know, don't be impatient. How long did it take you to put on the 6 pounds that you lost? 2 weeks? Don't think so. You're welcome, Joseph. Okay, if no one has anything to say or questions or anything, I'm going to go ahead and pop off. I really appreciate you indulging me in this kind of weird handheld thing. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you Saturday, if not before. TTFN.